Hey everybody, so today I am going to be sharing with you my skincare routine. I flippin' love skincare. I love trying skincare. I love hearing about people's skincare. I love talking about skincare. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to share with you all of the products that I've been using for the past 6 months. I think a lot of times skincare is something that is overlooked, especially by people who love makeup. It's like, I want to buy makeup, but skincare is so much more important. Your skincare is so important, especially if you are a makeup lover, because for one, your makeup's not going to look good if your skin doesn't look good, and two, if you're wearing a lot of makeup all the time, you need to be cleaning it out of your skin properly and treating your skin really nice. So, me personally and my skin type, I am very dry. I've never struggled with a lot of oils. I've never really struggled with acne. I just am dry. Also, I am young. I am 22, so I have not quite yet developed any wrinkles on my face, although I am actively trying to anti-age as much as possible. I'm being preventative. I like to joke that I'm never getting old because I take my skincare seriously. I'm taking the anti-aging seriously because I never want to get old. I want to age as gracefully as physically possible. Also, something I do want to quickly mention before we get started on all the products is that almost everything I'm going to be talking about is from Rodan & Fields. If you're already rolling your eyes and you're like, I'm so sick of that company and I'm so sick of their consultants, then feel free to leave the video because I am going to be talking about it a lot. I have been using this skincare since August, I think. And I tried it for a while. I was really trying not to like it at first because I felt the same way about the consultants and everything, but I really did just fall in love with the products, and the more I used them, the more I fell in love with them, the more I tried, the more I just continued to fall in love with everything. So yeah, I did ultimately choose to become a consultant because hello, the discount. If I'm using all this stuff, it's like I want to get the discount on it, and also I knew I was going to be talking about it and sharing it with people, so I did want to let you guys know that, although I do try super hard not to be salesy or pushy or anything, so I'm not trying to sell you on any of this stuff. If you never buy Rodan & Fields, I could care less. This is what I use and I want to share it with you guys, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's just get started. So first things first is cleansing our skin. Now, at the end of the day, you have makeup on and you go to wash your face. What do? You gotta take off your makeup. I am a very strong believer in removing your makeup before going in and cleansing. If you're putting a cleanser just on your face, I'm sure it would remove your makeup pretty well. I mean, most cleansers do, right? But I just feel is it really cleansing your skin then? I don't think so. So I always remove all of my makeup to the best of my ability before going in with any cleansers. So I had been asked one time if I had ever tried the makeup eraser, and at the time I hadn't, and I was really curious about it. I thought, is it really gonna work? It just seemed too good to be true. How can you just take a rag and it's gonna take off all your makeup? But I did buy it. I have it here, and it's really dirty, I'm sorry. But this is the makeup eraser, isn't it? Oh, I hate this. I think I've only used this about 1 or 2 times, and this is what it looks like. A lot of the mascara is actually stained into it. When I wash it, it doesn't come out. But this does do a really good job of removing your makeup. All you do is get this wet and then just go in on your dry face, and it takes off everything. Now, I was blown away by this product when I first used it. But for Christmas, one of my clients actually gave me a very similar product, and this is by Norwex, which is, Norwex, 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 which is really, I think, mostly household products. They have a lot of rags and stuff like that for your house, and they also have a face and body one. Now, this one works literally the same as the makeup eraser, although I've used this a lot, okay? I've used this, like I said, 1 or 2 times. I've used this like so many times I don't remember. And this is not like stained, it just needs to be washed. But like when you get it under the water, you can just go like this, and then all the makeup comes out so it doesn't look disgusting all the time like this one does. So ultimately, I do love the Norwex one more. I mean, again, they take off the makeup the same, but also on the makeup eraser, the fibers are just so like long and fluffy. And this one, it's not. So sometimes you'll have like pink fuzzies on your face. And again, that's not like a big deal. I just like this one so much better. Norwex is another brand that you do have to get like through a consultant. But if you can get your hands on one of these, I would definitely recommend it over the makeup eraser. But that's just me. So now I've gotten all of my makeup off my face, we're going to talk about cleansers. Now, this cleanser I have loved for probably 4 or 5 years, and that is Purity. Although I use other stuff sometimes, nothing will ever take the place of Purity in my heart. This cleanser is really good at getting off makeup if, and I try really not to do this, but if I'm barely wearing like any makeup at all. Like I would never do this looking like this, but if I'm like barely wearing any makeup and I'm really feeling lazy, I will go in with just my Purity, and it really does remove all of my makeup. It does do a really good job at that, and it also isn't drying at all, but at the same time it cleanses your skin really well. So yeah. So the only cleanser I've ever tried that I actually love is the Rodan & Fields Redefine Daily Cleansing Mask. I feel ultimately like this is why I fell in love so hard with Rodan & Fields. Not because this is like the best cleanser ever, but just because it's the only cleanser I've ever liked, and besides Purity. So that's why I'm just like, I was just blown away that anybody could make a cleanser that I liked. This is a daily cleansing mask. So it is a clay base, and you put it all over your skin, and it does dry down. It only dries down in about 2 minutes, and then you just rinse it off, and it's just really nice. It's not too harsh, it's not drying or anything like that, so if you do choose to use it every day, it's not too harsh for your skin. Although I don't typically use it every day. There was a point where I did, but then I kind of just fell back in love with my Purity, so I typically use my Purity in the morning and then usually at night, but I try to use this every once in a while. If I'm feeling like I want a deeper cleanse, then I will put this on like really thick and leave it on for like 10-15 minutes, just to get like, you know, feel like I'm masking a little bit more. Another thing that kind of falls in this category is exfoliator. I don't do this enough. I actually just moved this into my shower as opposed to keeping it by my sink. I just think I'll use it more if I have it in there. So really you should be exfoliating like 2 to 3 times a week, I would say. And this is, again, something that's really important when you're wearing makeup, because whenever I have dead skin, I can see it, just like my makeup goes on terribly. So this is the Rodan & Fields Microdermabrasion Paste. This is probably one of my favorite exfoliators I've used ever. It is just like very like silky and hydrating, and like the little gritties in it are so small so that it just really scrubs nice, and but it feels gentle. And I swear to God, your face will never be softer than when you use this product. Next is toner. I just use the Rodan & Fields Redefine Pore Minimizing Toner. I'm not like super picky on toner, as long as it kind of gets off like the excess makeup and dirt sitting on my skin and it doesn't dry my skin out too bad, then that's all I really ask for, and this does that. And it also smells really nice. It's just a nice product. Again, I don't think like any toner is gonna be like amazing. So this is just what I use. Next is eye cream. I have 2 to talk about. I use one in the morning and one at night. In the morning, I use the Rodan & Fields Active Hydration Bright Eye Complex. This just comes out in a little squeezy tube. This one is like a lighter weight cream. It's more of a gel, I would say. And I do use this in the morning just because I don't like anything really heavy underneath my makeup. And this is for brightening dark circles. I have honestly noticed a huge difference in my dark circles since starting this, and that's just an area of my face that is of great concern. So I greatly appreciate the brightness that this has brought my eyes. Of course, my dark circles are not completely gone, but I've definitely noticed a difference. So, and I do just like love the consistency of this for the morning time. So I do love this eye cream. Next is the multifunction eye cream that I prefer to use at night. It is a little bit too creamy to put underneath makeup for me personally. I just don't like anything creamy under my concealer. So I do just use this at night, and I'm like literally almost out of this. Like I probably only have 2 days left in here. I do like this eye cream. It's not blow me out of the water the best eye cream I've ever used, but I do enjoy it. Again, it's like as long as it's creamy, moisturizing, like that's all I really ask. I'm not asking for much here. Yeah, I will continue to use this. I do have like a backup one, so I will be using another jar of this. So now for a product that is blow me out of the water, life-changing, I'll never be the same again. My skin will never be the same again, and I will use it forever and ever and ever. And you might think I'm being dramatic, but I don't feel as if I'm being dramatic. I just don't. This is from Rodan & Fields. This is the Active Hydration Serum. This serum is just, it's the best. I actually did talk about this in my yearly favorites too. If you did watch that, then you probably saw me talking about this. This is a serum, so I put this on before my moisturizers. I do only use this at night because it is very, very moisturizing, and it has a crap ton of glycerin in it, so it's very like sticky. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm very, very, very dry. Even in the summer, I've never produced oils. I would still use like hydrating primers and dewy this and dewy that and not a lot of powder because my skin just is so dry and it looks so dry. When I started using this product, using all those hydrating products and dewy products and all that stuff on my face, I like started to look oily sometimes, and I was like, whoa. Now that may sound bad to you. I don't want you to think that if you use this product then you're gonna get oily. For example, my mom is oily. She's always been really oily, and she says that after using all these, she pretty much uses all the same products as me, she feels like her skin is less oily. So what I'm trying to say is that it just balances out your skin. For me, because it was so dry, to produce oil is normal, and that was the first time that my skin acted normal. And even if I don't use this product for a while, like I haven't used it in a couple days, just from being lazy or whatever, just choosing to use other stuff. I have like not used this for a week before, and my skin doesn't get dry from not using it, so that's why I just feel like it has genuinely changed my skin. And so I will just forever love this product. Even if I like had phased out all other Rodan & Fields products, I still think that I would use this. I'm really not trying to like sell you guys on this stuff. I'm just literally, this product is just like that mind-blowing to me. In the morning, I don't use any serums or anything because again, like I just don't need to because my skin is normal on its own, which is crazy. So in the morning, I do just use the Rodan & Fields Redefine Triple Defense Treatment. This is just the daytime moisturizer that comes in the Redefine regimen. This is not a moisturizer that's mind-blowing or amazing or anything. It is nice. It works really well. I don't know, why do I have to show you everything? It does have SPF 30 in it, so it does have SPF in it, which is good. So this is just what I use in the morning. Again, not really exciting, but yeah. For nighttime, I do use, again, just the moisturizer that comes in the Redefine regimen. This is the Overnight Restorative Cream. Now this, I love. This is something else that even if I probably stopped using a lot of other Rodan & Fields stuff, that I would definitely continue to use this. I don't know what it is about this cream. It's just so like silky and moisturizing and yummy. Like I just, I love it. So yeah, I do use this every night. If like, let's say I'm being super lazy, like I was saying with the Purity earlier, you know, if maybe I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup and I just went in with the Purity boom, easy. Toner, boom, quick. Eye cream, duh, this is a necessity. And then just this. Like, I have to use this every night. You know, I would definitely skip serums and stuff like that. Because again, it's like, if I didn't put anything on my face, of course I'd go to bed feeling dry. So like, that's just something easy, quick, that doesn't happen very often. It really, really doesn't. But those are the steps that are just like essential for me. And really for anybody, that should just be like the bare minimum of what you're doing. Cleanse, tone, eye cream, moisturizer. Those are necessities. Another thing I like to have on hand, this is not something like I use all the time, but I love having on hand oils. This is from Shea Moisture. This is the 100% pure argan oil. I love like Josie Maran oils and other more expensive oils. This is just like a good cheap alternative. I think this was $8 or $9 and the only ingredient is literally just argan oil. So, but this is just really nice to have around if there is a day that you're feeling dry. I will put this like over my moisturizer, or I mean honestly if you wanted to, for a long time I used oils at night instead of a moisturizer. You can put them over your moisturizer. I put this in my hair. Sometimes I mix this into like my body lotion if my skin's being extra dry and I want more moisture on my skin. So I think this is just something that's really good and important to have around. So, and the last thing I have to talk about, again, this is another product that I would have to keep using from Rodan & Fields. I love it so much. Now, I have always had dry lips. I have dry everything. But of course, like, lips is something that, I mean, everybody has dry lips, especially like in the winter. And I've always put on something really thick and heavy before bed. My nighttime lip moisturizer never seemed as if that was ever going to be a product that was that life-changing. But of course, you know, Rodan & Fields came in and just made me change my mind. So I use the Redefine Lip Renewing Serum. Now, these come in little, so that is just one little thing of lip serum. These are intended to be one use, but I do get 2 uses out of these, so I just pop it open and use half of it, and then I just leave it on top of the jar, and then the next night I use the rest of it. This is very, like an oily serum texture, and it is just so moisturizing. I love this. It's another thing that it's like, it seems really expensive. It is amazing and it does last you a long time. And again, if you're getting 2 uses out of these instead of 1, how many is in here? So there's 60 capsules in here, so really you could use this for like 120 nights basically. So yeah, that is it for my skincare routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products I talked about today or any of my methods. I'd be happy to answer your questions. So yeah, that is all for today. I will see you guys in my next video.